here we go. Spawning in the top left-hand corner of Hard Lead, we have the South Korean Protoss player. Oh god, predictions! We have the South Korean Protoss player representing Dragon KZ Gaming. It is herO. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the South Korean Zerg player representing Team Onside. It is Solar. Here we go. And predictions will soon be open. I need a moment here. Hold on. I do apologize, but we were so quick getting into this series, and if you're in the chat, predictions will be open for the next 2 minutes, so place your bets in the chat for how you believe this series will unfold. Cool. Again, 2 minutes to place your bets. Good luck. Best of luck. Hope the scoreline balances out. I hope so as well. Hope so as well. As for now, again, hatch gas pool between from our Zerg player. Standard opener out of Solar. We have a gate expand out of herO, and I'm excited. I'm ready for this. I haven't casted herO in a couple of days, but herO, if you're familiar with the CranKy Ducklings, we've been casting a lot of heroes Protoss versus Zerg over the past week of play, and he has been wreaking havoc in the Korean scene. He's been very fond of Glaive Adept variations, and he completely shut down Dark, Solar, and DRG over the past couple of weeks, and we'll see what he brings to the table this time. I'm curious because at the time I was theorizing that herO, he was just refining his Glaive Adept like variations just to like have them in his back pocket, and he spent a week doing it, and from here, he can just whip it out whenever he wants. It's very similar to Dark. A couple of months ago, Dark would proxy hatch every single game against Protoss for a solid 2 weeks, or maybe a week and a half period. It was all he did. It was all that Dark did in PvZ, and then he stopped, and now he does it every now and then. Now he whips it out, you know, once a tournament or once in a best of 5. Now that he has refined that build. So yeah, it's been really cool to kind of see players like herO and Dark just kind of in a way explore other avenues, explore builds and refine them over time, and just kind of build up their wheelhouse of builds. As for now, it's going to be a Stargate opener. Stargate to begin with, and we'll see where that takes us. We'll see where that takes us as we have our first Adept getting across the map. Just going to be scouting between the bases, keeping an eye on what Solar is up to. Additional Adepts are on the way. And we have that Oracle for us to get some economic damage done to protect the would-be third, and we'll see where herO goes from that third base. Oh my god. As for now, he's going to be chipping away at this Queen. Should be forced back. Link speed is going to finish up in 10 seconds. He wants the Queen though. Oh my god. Calm down. The Shade will not complete, and herO backs off. Again, the Oracle's on the way, so even if the Links try to surround, the Oracles are going to be here to help defend, to help deal with this. Ooh, as one Adept will go down. The Oracle going for the Queen! Oh my god! The setup! And the payoff, the Queen goes down. We go for the mineral line. We get 2 workers, 3 workers even. The Oracle taking some hull damage here, but it does escape into the bottom right-hand corner of the map. It will make it out. Behind the Slings, they go for a big run by. We do bust into the natural. Adept goes down, and we do force the activation of the Pulsar Beam for the second Oracle. We get a full scout of the main. No tech yet. I'm sure herO just waiting for this Link to go down before committing. As the Link comes back in. Solar, he wants to figure out, what are you going to throw down? There it is. Forge and a Twilight Council. Now, herO has gone +1 Glaive Adepts before. When I spoke earlier about like the variations of glaives that we've seen from herO, we saw that last week. It was crazy. It was crazy. We shouldn't see that here, though. Again, I feel like that's like once in a blue moon sort of thing. As herO, he does keep his Oracles alive. Got to be moving out. He does have 3 of them. Additional Adepts are on the way. herO, he's already gotten a queen. Can he get more? These depths, they have arrived. So far, just ignoring the queens, going straight for the mineral line. Oh my god, they have no chill. They don't even care. And they do deny a lot of mining time, and they don't kill too many workers, though. So far, good movement out of Solar. Behind this, Blink and +1 are on the way. A very standard follow-up. And herO, he is not stopping Oracle production. That is a 4th Oracle on the way. Oh my god. Oh no! To replace the one that he just lost. As one Oracle does go down in the main base, herO overextending a little bit. Bleeding out a bit too much. Overlord will be hunted down. Behind this, Solar, he's getting up to 3-base saturation. He does have a Roach Warren alongside +1, so it looks like Ling Roach for the time being. Eventually, Ling Main Roach. herO, he does get a couple of extra workers. Good positioning. Will save one of his adepts. Recall comes out just in time. Oracle still in the top bottom right-hand corner of the map. 3rd Oracle has arrived. Things are going to be calming down for a moment. Solar, he can just establish his bases. Take a moment to breathe. As the Oracles, they come in once again. Getting 5 more workers. A surprising amount of damage, and we're not done. We get another 2, but oh! Getting a little bit of... again, just diving too far into creep from herO. Will lose one of his Oracles. Down to 2. 7 drone kills for 1 Oracle. That's a decent trade. But that was a full HP Oracle as well. As it's going to be going down. herO pushing through the center. Blink is done, by the way, alongside +1. And herO, he wants the queens, and he is going to not get one. It was close. High energy queen does survive. Behind this, that's going to be double Robo Colossus production. Going for a very tech-heavy style. herO still being so aggressive behind this, though. Again, he has a safety stasis trap behind this. Can always blink back to it. Reinforcements are on the way. Really good trades from herO. Blinking back, preserving his Stalkers. Not losing a single Stalker so far. What is that about to change? Do we have a blink? We do! Massive stasis trap goes off, and herO, he can keep pushing. herO taking the forward 4th base. Very aggressive base location here from herO. Continuing his push. Again, more reinforcements are on the way. He still hasn't lost a Stalker, by the way. He's been trading so damn well. At the same time, Oracles, they get into the natural. They're being forced back. Stasis trap runs out. Oh. But the Lings, they get annihilated. There is no wall at the natural, so we could maybe dive in. Lings are forced back. Again, I'm afraid to look. 61 Lings have fallen so far. The Oracles, they get back into the main base, get another 3 drones. herO knocking down the front door. Oh, will he lose a Stalker? For the first... still he hasn't. Oh my god. He refuses. See, here he's petitioning to rename these units Immortals. That's his goal here. As they do refuse to die. Finally, 1 Stalker goes down. We get a surround as well. And herO is going to be losing ground. Does have reinforcements. He pulls back to his 4th base. We have a shield battery. We have an overcharge. Colossus arrives as well. And Solar, he did overextend. And we're making 2 Colossi at a time. herO keeping up in the economy. The Oracle survived, throwing down their stasis traps. Lings try to go for a run by, but alas, we're in position. And herO, he can just focus on this push. Again, just barely giving Solar any time to breathe. Solar, he does have a hive. Vipers are on the way as well. But they're still in production. They're still not ready. And without Vipers, there's no answer to these Colossus. Yeah, we'll be blinking back. Banelings go down. Roaches are exposed. We need those links to buffer. We need them to support. Without them, these are expensive trades for Solar. Does take down a couple more soldiers, but we blink forward. We dive on the army. Oh my god, there are so many sides. We're up to 4 Colossus, by the way. 4 Colossi. We're wreaking just havoc. We're pushing forward, forcing back the army. The base has to be given up. There's no saving it. The Vipers arrive, but they need more time. They have 1 abduct each. But here, he got what he wanted. Now we can rotate around, and he can threaten this triangular third base instead. Now, we do have those Vipers. We can yoink the Colossus. We have potential. Solar, he does have potential with this army. Oh. If he's able to get past the Stalkers at least. Here they come. Yeah, we have the abductions. 1. We do get a 2nd Colossus as well, and a 3rd. Every single Colossus gets abducted, and we will take them all down. But doesn't matter. There are so many Stalkers. Too many Stalkers. It was a bait. It was never about the Colossus. It was all about the Immortals. Kappa. Solar, he is forcing this back. He's trading well. I mean, I say that. He did lose all of his roaches. And 1 Ravager made it out alive. Here, he can keep on pushing. Disruptors make it in. And they connect with the Queens. Here, he may have lost all of his Colossi, but now he has Disruptors to reinforce. 5th base on the way. Queens are going down. Thankfully, the Vipers survived, and they're going to be able to yoink that Disruptor once again. Here, he's just relentless here with his aggression. Solar, throughout all of this, he did lose workers earlier at the 4th base, and he's still only at 67 workers. Never goes up, doesn't connect. Solar, he's holding. He does force back the army. He's got a decent Ravager count. Hive is done. Do we have Adrenal? We do have Adrenal Glands. Here he's taking a safe. The Disruptor. No. The yoink is real. Disruptor goes down. I'm concerned here that here he's trying to make the Mass Stalker army work, and there's a lot of potential, don't get me wrong, but the longer this goes on, this army is being outscaled. We need some more high-tech units. We need something to reinforce here. Archons, High Templar, Storm. I mean, he is getting on top of the base. Disruptors even. Yeah, Zealot Rambai coming in from behind. We're dragging apart, we're pulling apart the army of Solar. Dragging his attention towards the left-hand side. herO, he's gaining ground. We have the Disruptors. Yeah, we dive on top of the Ravagers. We need reinforcements. The Biles, they do not connect. And it looks like we will get on top of the hatchery. Big Novas. Big Purification Novas on the army. A 2nd as well. One of the Vipers got sniped. We have 1 Viper left. And it looks like herO may have done it. herO now exceeding the army supply of Solar. It feels like this push has been going on the entire game. Ever since Blink finished, herO, he's just been in the face of Solar the entire time. GG gets called. Eventually, he does break through. It becomes too much, and herO takes game number 1. GG. Oh my god, that was intense. Oh my god. There we go. That was intense. That was wild. Again, basically, from the moment that Blink finished, herO was just even before that, remember, there was just constant regular Adept harass, vanilla Adept harass, Oracle harass as well, going up to 4 Oracles. Just constantly in the face of Solar and never allowing Solar to get up to a stable economy. He was always stuck at sub 70 drones, always stuck on 4 hatcheries. Did get up to a hive, but again, didn't have the economy or the production to really sustain all these trades and all these losses. It's just having a very hard time keeping up, and eventually herO barely broke through. It came close a little bit. The Vipers did very well for themselves. But at some point, Solar, he was pulled apart. And herO takes game 1. Takes game number 1. Oh my god. Catching up. 420 E-bucks on my boy herO. I mean, hero's been looking really terrifying, specifically in this matchup. I feel like his PvZ is always scary, just because, as we just saw, he's not a very standard player. Like, he can play macro, he can play normal, don't get me wrong. herO, he can play normal, but he loves being just hyper aggressive, and it can be so difficult for Zerg players to keep up with him. And here we go, spawning in the top right hand corner of our Kione, we have the South Korean Protoss player representing Dragon KaiZ Gaming, leading the series 1-0. It is herO. And spawning in the bottom left hand corner, we have as opponent, we have the South Korean Zerg player representing onside. It is Solar. Again, the other scary thing about herO is we do have a hatch gas pool opener, standard opener from Solar. The other scary thing about herO is how unpredictable he is. The playstyle that herO showcased in the last game makes a lot of sense. We speak about it all the time, but we were loading into hard lead and very short rush distance by ground. You can be hyper aggressive here, whether you're a Zerg player or a Protoss, and herO, he was taking full advantage of that map, just constantly being in the face of Solar. And here on Alkione, we should be seeing a very different playstyle. This is a much more macro-oriented map, much larger, longer rush distance, a lot of bases to take as well. And you have a very secure 4-base setup. This is applicable to both players, of course. So, yeah, we'll see how herO approaches game number 2. See how he does end up getting into this, as he wants that drone. Being as annoying as possible, and oh, looks like he will get out of the main base. I spoke too soon. He wants it. As he is forced out. Back at home, herO is just going for a gate expand into the cyber core. Should be getting into a Stargate. Once again, herO just forcing some inefficient mining, forcing some of the drones off the mineral line as well. Spawning pool is done, and that should be the tell for herO to at least get out of the main base and head towards the 3rd location. Get the hell out of there. And there is that Stargate. Now again, if there were ever to be a game or a map where Solar can get into a stable 4-base economy, this would be the place to do it. As the probe does avoid the Lings! No! The probe delays the 3rd base. The Lings, they come back. Pylon is thrown down. Adept is coming across the map as well. The goal here to just buy time for the Adept. As we do force a cancel. Oh no! And there was potential, but the drone does morph into the 3rd just in time. Adept was not able to delay. As we shade into the main base, we don't quite get a drone. We do force out a Spore. Oracle production has commenced. herO should be working towards his 3rd. Again, herO just being hyper aggressive, but so far Solar, he's able to keep up. He hasn't really lost much of anything. But now we have 2 Adepts, and 2 Adepts do one-shot workers. So it does have to be taken seriously. We commit. We do commit to the shade. Rotating around, heading for that mineral line, but the Lings are able to keep up. Link speed kicks in as well. And we do force back the Adepts, so they shade into the natural. We get 1. Did we get 2? 2 drone kills. Barely not getting a 3rd. The Oracle comes in to clean up as well, take some Queen hits, but that's 4 dead workers, and the Oracle survives. Good amount of damage here from herO. At the same time, that triggers a counterattack. Solar going to try and delay the 3rd base. He's checking the triangular 3rd, but herO, he's taking the linear 3rd instead. Additional Lings are on the way. And herO, he's moving out with his 2nd Oracle, and he has a 3rd Oracle on the way as well. The Adepts, they warp in just in time. And herO should be able to defend back at home. Across the map, he doesn't get much done either. Gets one worker. But herO has preserved his units. It's going to be a scary moment here. We have 3 Oracles and 2 Adepts. herO, he wants more drone damage. He wants it all. Doesn't commit. We have our transition, Twilight Council, and a forward. Should be +1 and blink. As the Oracles, they dive into the third base. They get a couple of extra workers before rotating into the natural. Getting another drone. Oh, barely nuts. Only 2. Could have been worse. Had a bit of miscontrol there, targeting 2 different drones in the end. And Solar does hold on to his mineral line. Glaire's on the way. So this entire time he's just been droning. He's just been droning, making queens, trying to defend, struggling to defend. After all said and done, 7 workers have gone down for 2 Adepts. And once again, we're getting up to a 4th Oracle. Very unique to herO. But he's very fond of his Oracles. Like, he's always getting damage done with them. Always making use. And we finally have our upgrade. It is, in fact, going to be Blink. So Blink and +1 on the way. Bit of a gateway explosion as well. Everything looking just like game 1, actually. So far, everything is lined up. Even up to the 4 Oracles. Speaking of, 3 of them are going to try and focus on this hatchery, and we should be able to if it wasn't for the queens. The queens have arrived, and can we save it? Oh, we barely don't. We do force a cancel. So again, herO is still achieving so much with these Oracles. Does peel 2 off. Going towards the main. There is a queen in position. Solar actually taking up into a hive. Queen is going to go down. Big pickoff. We get a couple of drones as well. Oh my god. herO. Calm down. He gets 3 workers and a queen. But yeah, behind this, Infestation Bit's on the way for a fast hive. Really interesting here from Solar, as herO's going for the same build overall, going for a Robo. Sorry, herO going for a Robo and a Rolex Bay. Double Colossus production. Obviously, this game he's a lot less aggressive. Like, he's been harassing with his Oracles, but because of how large this map is, he hasn't established like a staging ground or like an outpost to warp in, to be aggressive, to push out. I think this was a mistake, by the way. Hallucinated Colossus just going to be waddling out onto the map. But basically, herO, he's taking a more defensive position. Second Robo on the way, so herO, he's just turtling up on 4 bases, getting up to Robotech, and Solar is accurately taking up into Hive, and, sorry, has accurately identified that herO isn't being aggressive. He's harassing, yes, but herO isn't pushing anytime soon. So Solar, he's getting away with a fast Hive, which should lead into Vipers, Hydras, and Lurkers. I'm a little bit surprised that we don't. Oh, there we go. I was like, do we have a Hydra Den? There it is. Hydra Den is done. Lurker Den is on the way. So as I said before, Hydra, Lurker, Viper is what Solar can rush into, and he's going to be 1 step ahead. Lurkers are ideal against anything ground-based. Now, it's going to be on herO to realize what's going on. He sees the Hive. He does spot the Hive. That should be a tell for herO to start thinking about Sky Toss. As he's pushing out with his Stalkers. Oh my god. Prism is done. And has he caught Solar droning? So far, Stasis Trap goes off. Oracles are going down. How many Stalkers? 21 Stalkers. Interesting. herO, he hasn't made anything from his Robos. He's just doubling down here on Stalkers instead. He realizes that Solar he's taking up. He realizes how vulnerable he is. 8-gating instead. 3-base all in. herO, he needs to kill Solar here and now. It's all or nothing. He knows he cannot let Solar get away with those Lurkers. +2 upgrades still on the way. Pushing forward. Roaches are going down. And he's just continuing to just warp in the face of Solar. He knows that if he waits any longer, then he will just be outscaled in this game. We have 2 Lurkers in production. And Solar, he droned up to 80. He droned up to 80 workers. He thought he was safe to do so. I thought he was safe to do so. But he's losing too much. The Roaches go down. The Hydras are exposed. 2 lurkers have arrived, but we have the revelation. Can herO get on top of this? Can he get on? He can! 1 lurker goes down. The second as well. He unburrowed at the wrong time. Unfortunate for Solar. Unburrows, loses his lurkers, and that's all he had. That is all he had. We just dive on top of the army, and Solar gets caught with his pants down. GG gets called. herO takes the series 2-0, advancing on to the grand finals. GG. Oh my god. That was crazy. I've never seen a Protoss play. This is what makes herO so unique. I love what just happened. herO, again, he was taking up. Things were looking to go into a longer game. He was working towards a 4th base. Went double robo production, double forge as well into Robotics Bay, and everything screams, okay, we're just turtling up and we're just taking up. And that's why Solar also went into a hive. That's why Solar believed that it was safe enough to take into lurkers. And usually that would be the case. But herO, upon recognizing what was happening, upon scouting the hive tech and the hydrogen as well, he's like, he recognized, okay, look, I could go into a 4th and take up into Skytoss and go into a late game, but I got somewhere to be, you know. And he recognized how vulnerable Solar would be. So instead, I mean, he has all this tech. He doesn't make anything out of the robots. He makes a prism, gets up to 8 gateways, just goes for a massive stalker army, and just goes for an all-in. GG. Just goes for the kill move. And yeah, Solar was just not ready for it. Why would he? Why would he be ready for it? You know, everything screamed that herO was taking. And just like that, Solar, he gets caught out. GG gets called. herO advances on to the grand finals. That was beautiful. That was it's I think why I'm so excited about that is because no other Protoss player would do that. Just especially because they've already, like, so many Protoss players like MaxPax or Showtime or Classic or Creator, like, they've already invested into these robos, so they're gonna use them, right? They're gonna, like, they've already decided on their plan. They're gonna commit typically. Usually the transition there, if you scout a fast hive, is to throw down a fleet beacon. You throw down a fleet beacon, throw down some stargates, get into a longer game. But herO, he has that killer instinct. It was yeah, it was great. He has that killer instinct and he just goes for it, mate. He has the control as well to make it work, and yeah, really well done. GG, well played. We have our finals.